Two juveniles have been charged in the shooting that killed one person and hurt 22 others at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl rally. Thanks for joining us tonight on ABC 17 News. I'm Megan Drakis. Lucas has the night off. KC Mayor Quinton Lucas and Police Chief Stacey Graves said yesterday the shooting did not appear to be terrorism, but rather a dispute that turned violent. Our ABC 17's Mitchell Kaminsky joins us live in studio tonight. And Mitch, some people may be wondering why the names of the suspects have not been released.
Megan, a news release from the Jackson County Family Court said juveniles are being detained in the county's juvenile detention center on gun-related and resisting arrest charges. Additional charges are expected as the investigation continues. Earlier today, I spoke with a court administrator on what to expect as the process unfolds. Police initially detained 3 juveniles after a shooting left one person dead and 22 others injured at the Kansas City Chiefs victory celebration on Wednesday. One of the 3 juveniles was released after officials determined they weren't involved in the shooting. Under Missouri law, information about the incident can be made public, but identifying information about the juvenile suspects cannot.
The purpose of the juvenile court system is to rehabilitate young offenders, and Missouri follows a long tradition of increased confidentiality for juveniles involved in the court system.
When a juvenile is taken into custody, there are some added protections in place. Adult offenders are guaranteed the right to counsel for a criminal trial based on the 6th Amendment. However, juvenile court proceedings are not considered criminal proceedings. The Due Process Clause in the 14th Amendment guarantees the right to counsel for juvenile offenders. However, if the child is charged as an adult, then information about their identity and the offense can be made public.
It's the juvenile officer is who would make that decision that this is an offense that needs to be tried as an adult, and the juvenile officer is who would withdraw the petition from juvenile court. So then the county prosecutor would be able to file criminal charges.
Given the severity of the crime, Hucks believes the 2 juveniles will be tried as adults.
Honestly, I would expect because guns are involved, it's extremely unlikely that this would be a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old. I think it's much more likely this probably 15, 16, 17-year-old. And I think that anytime the public is put at risk, anytime firearms are used, it's going to be much more likely that this is a situation where an adult criminal court would be the more appropriate place.
Video is circulating online that shows 2 men at the rally jumping on someone with a gun before police arrived to detain the person. However, police have not confirmed whether it was one of the people arrested.
Mitch, thank you. Now, police are still searching for any others who may be involved and are calling for any witnesses or victims who have video of that rally to send it to authorities.